Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, English Journey Conversation. I'm very happy to have you here. Please like, share, and subscribe to support my channel. Hello again, and welcome back to another friendly and helpful episode of English Journey Conversation. I am really glad you are here with me today. Thank you for spending your time with me. This is your time to learn, practice, and improve. You are doing something good for yourself and for your English, and I am here to help you step by step. My name is Jara, and in this podcast, we talk about useful topics in simple English. The goal is always the same: to help you understand English better, speak with more confidence, and learn something important for your life. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to keep going. Every time you listen, you improve. Every time you practice, you grow. So keep moving forward. Little steps will take you far. Today, we're going to talk about a very important subject: mental health. Maybe you have heard these words before, or maybe this is new for you. Some people are not sure what mental health really means. That is okay. Many people do not fully understand it. That is why we're going to talk about it today in clear and easy English. So, what is mental health, and why is it so important for all of us? Mental health is about the health of your mind. Just like we all have a body, we also have a mind. And just like we need to take care of our body, we also need to take care of our mind. Our mental health affects how we think, feel, and live. It touches every part of our life. When your mental health is good, you usually feel calm, happy, and ready for the day. You can handle stress in a healthy way. You can enjoy time with friends and family. You can focus on your goals. You feel strong inside. But when your mental health is not good, things can feel more difficult. You might feel sad, worried, tired, or even angry. Sometimes you may feel alone. You might feel like you cannot talk to anyone or ask for help. You may think that you must handle everything by yourself. This can make your life harder. It is important to know that mental health is not something you can see like a cut or a bruise. It is inside your mind. Sometimes people hide their feelings. They may seem fine, but inside they feel heavy or stressed. That is why mental health is often quiet. It is not always visible, but it is still very real. Many people think mental health only matters when someone is very sick. But mental health matters every day. We all have mental health just like we all have physical health. We can feel good, or we can feel not so good. And that is normal. It is also normal to have bad days. Sometimes we feel sad or stressed because of school, work, family, or other problems. But if these feelings stay for a long time, or if they start to affect your life, then it is important to pay attention. Mental health is important because it helps us live a better life. When we take care of our mind, we feel stronger. We can make better decisions. We can enjoy life more. We can build better relationships. We can reach our goals. So, mental health is not a weakness. It is not something to be ashamed of. It is a part of being human. And taking care of your mental health is one of the best things you can do for yourself. Even when other people are around you, you may look fine on the outside, but inside you feel heavy or weak. You may smile, but your heart feels tired. This is why mental health is so important. Mental health is not always visible. Sometimes people seem okay, but they are struggling inside. Some people believe mental health is only about being crazy or having a mental illness. But this is not true. Mental health is not only about problems or sickness. It is something we all have, just like we all have physical health. Sometimes our body is strong and healthy, and sometimes we get sick. In the same way, sometimes our mind feels strong, and sometimes it struggles. Both are normal. Let's think of a simple example. Imagine you wake up in the morning. If your mental health is good, you feel ready to start the day. You have energy. You feel hopeful. You can plan what to do and move forward. You feel calm, and you feel like you can handle your day. But if your mental health is not good, you may wake up and already feel tired. You may not want to leave your bed. You may feel worried for no clear reason. Even small tasks like making breakfast or going to school or work can feel heavy. You might feel like everything is difficult. You might feel like your mind is full of clouds. That is what poor mental health can look like. So, why don't people talk about this more often? One reason is fear. Another reason is shame. Some people are afraid to say they feel sad or worried because they think others will judge them. They think people will say, "You are weak," or "You are overreacting." But here's the truth. Mental health is a normal part of every person's life. It is not something strange. It is not something to hide. Many people think that if they talk about their feelings, they will look weak. But asking for help is a sign of strength. It means you care about yourself. It means you want to feel better. And it is okay to need support. Taking care of your mental health is just as important as brushing your teeth, eating healthy food, or exercising. You care for your body, and you should also care for your mind. Your mind needs rest, love, and attention. It needs time to breathe and relax. In this episode, we will explore what mental health really means, why it is important for everyone, and how to notice when your mental health is not good. We will also talk about simple ways to take care of your mental well-being. And don't worry, I will not use difficult or complicated words. I want you to feel relaxed while listening. You can pause at any time, repeat a part, or even write down some sentences. You can listen again if you want. Remember, this is your journey. Every time you listen, you learn something new. Every time you practice, you improve. So keep going. You are doing great. You are improving your English and also learning something valuable for your life. So, take a deep breath, sit back, and let's begin our journey into understanding mental health together. When your mental health is strong, everyday life feels lighter. You wake up in the morning, get out of bed, and start your day with energy. You feel ready to face the day. Maybe you eat breakfast, go to school, or go to work. You talk to people, solve small problems, and even enjoy little moments like smiling at a friend, laughing at a joke, or drinking a warm cup of tea. These small things feel good when your mind is healthy. You feel calm inside. You feel like you can handle your day. But when your mental health is not good, things feel very different. You may not want to get out of bed at all. You might feel tired even if you slept for many hours. You might not want to talk to anyone. Or you might feel nervous and worried without knowing why. You might feel like your heart is racing or like your thoughts are too fast. These feelings are not something to ignore. They are signs that your mental health needs care and attention, just like your body needs care when it feels weak or sick. To understand this better, let's compare mental health to physical health. Physical health is about your body, your heart, your muscles, your bones, and your skin. When you eat healthy food, drink water, sleep well, and exercise, your body stays strong and full of energy. You feel good, and you feel strong. But if you do not take care of your body, if you eat poorly, sleep too little, or never move your body, your health becomes weak. You may get sick or feel tired all the time. Your body may not work well. Mental health works in almost the same way. If you take care of your thoughts and emotions, your mind becomes strong. How do you do that? You can start by talking to people you trust. You can share your feelings with a friend or family member. You can also rest your mind. You can relax, breathe slowly, and take a break from stress. Doing activities you enjoy is also important. You might like drawing, reading, walking, listening to music, or playing a sport. These things help your mind feel calm and happy. And if you feel overwhelmed, you can ask for help. Asking for help is not a weakness. It is a sign of strength. It means you want to feel better. These habits keep your mind healthy. But if you feel alone all the time, if you hide your feelings, or if you live under constant stress, your mental health may become weak or tired. When you feel alone, you may think no one understands you. You may feel like you must handle everything by yourself.
But this can make your mind feel heavy.
If you hide your feelings, your mind does not get the chance to rest. Your thoughts may become loud and stressful. And if you always feel stressed, your mind can become tired, just like your body. This is completely normal, but it is also a sign that you need to take care of yourself. Mental health is not a problem that only some people have. It is a part of everyone's life. Just like your body, your mind needs care and attention. When you take care of your mental health, you feel stronger, happier, and more confident. You can enjoy your life more. So remember, it is okay to feel tired or stressed sometimes. It is okay to ask for help. And it is okay to take time for yourself. Your mental health matters. This is completely normal, and it can happen to anyone. That's why we must remember. Everyone has mental health. Yes, everyone. Just like all of us have a body, all of us also have a mind. Some people may have very strong mental health. Others may struggle more often. And sometimes the same person can feel strong one week, but very low the next week. That is okay. Mental health does not stay the same every single day. It can go up and down just like our energy or our mood. Some days you feel happy and confident. Other days you may feel tired or sad. This is normal. Our feelings change, and that is part of being human. Another important thing to know is this. Mental health is not only about problems. Many people think that if we talk about mental health, we are only talking about sadness, depression, or serious illness. But that is not always true. Mental health is also about the good side. It is about feeling hopeful, balanced, peaceful, and full of energy. When your mental health is in a good place, you connect better with other people. You can talk with friends and family easily. You can listen to others and understand them. You can enjoy being with people. You also focus on your goals more easily. You feel motivated, and you feel like you can reach your dreams. You enjoy your daily life with more peace inside. So to put it in very simple words, mental health is the way your mind feels. It is how you think, how you feel, and how you live each day. Just like your body needs food and water, your mind needs rest and care. Just like your body needs exercise and movement, your mind needs peace, connection, and understanding. And just like your body can sometimes get sick and then recover, your mind can also go through hard times and then heal again. This is a very important idea. Your mind can recover, just like your body. It can get better with time, care, and support. Please remember this. Having mental health problems does not mean you are weak, broken, or less than others. It simply means you are human. It means your mind, just like your body, sometimes needs extra care, love, and support. And that is completely okay. So now that we understand what mental health is, let's move to the next question. Why is mental health so important? Stay with me because this next part will help you even more. Mental health is important because it touches every part of our life. It affects how we think, how we feel, and how we act. It affects our relationships, our work, our studies, and our dreams. When your mental health is strong, you feel more confident. You feel more motivated. You can make better choices. You can face problems with strength. You can enjoy life more. But when your mental health is weak, life can feel heavy. You may feel stressed, worried, or sad. You may not enjoy the things you used to love. You may feel tired all the time. You may feel like you are alone. That is why mental health matters so much. Mental health is not something you should ignore. It is not something you should hide. It is a part of your life, and it deserves your attention. Taking care of your mental health is a way of respecting yourself. It is a way of saying, I matter. So remember, your mind is important. Your feelings are important. Your mental health is important. Mental health is a very important part of our life. It affects the way we think about ourselves, the way we see the world, and the way we connect with other people. It touches everything we do. That is why mental health matters so much. When your mental health is strong, you feel more in control of your life. You can face problems without feeling too overwhelmed. You feel hopeful about the future. You are focused, motivated, and ready to move forward. You can make plans and follow them. You feel confident that you can handle your day. But when your mental health is not in a good place, even small things can feel heavy. A simple task like making breakfast, doing homework, or sending a message can feel too hard. You may feel tired all the time. You may lose interest in things that used to make you happy. You may feel like giving up. You may feel like you are carrying a heavy weight inside your chest. This is not your fault. It is a sign that your mind needs care. Let's break this down step by step. 1. Mental health and your thinking. When your mental health is good, your mind feels clear. You can make decisions more easily. You can solve problems step by step without feeling too stressed. You are able to think positively and trust yourself. You believe in your abilities. You feel calm and confident. Your thoughts are not too fast or too negative. But when your mental health is poor, your thoughts may turn negative. You might doubt yourself. You may feel like nothing is working and everything is too hard. Even simple choices like what to wear or what to eat can feel confusing or stressful. You may feel stuck in your mind. You may keep thinking about the same problems again and again. This can make you feel tired and worried. 2. Mental health and your feelings. Good mental health gives you emotional balance. That means you can feel happy when something good happens, and you can feel sad when something bad happens, and both are natural. Your emotions are not too extreme. You can feel your feelings, and you can manage them. You do not feel overwhelmed. But if your mental health is not okay, your emotions may feel out of control or completely flat. You may cry a lot, feel empty, or get angry very quickly. Sometimes you may even feel nothing at all, like you are numb inside. You may feel like your feelings are too strong or like your feelings are not there at all. This can be confusing and scary. 3. Mental health and your actions. Our actions are shaped by how we feel inside. When you are mentally healthy, you are more active and open. You talk to people. You take care of your body. You manage your time better. You can go to school, work, or study without feeling too tired. You can do your tasks and responsibilities. You can enjoy your life more. But when your mental health is weak, your actions can change. You may start avoiding people. You may stop doing activities you used to love. You may sleep too much or too little. You may eat too much or not enough. You may feel like you are not able to do your daily tasks. You may feel like you're living in slow motion. Mental health affects our thinking, feelings, and actions. That is why it is so important. When your mental health is strong, life feels easier. When it is weak, life can feel heavy. But the good news is that mental health can improve. With care, support, and time, you can feel better again. When your mental health is strong, you have more energy to go to work, go to school, or help your family. You feel ready to do things. But poor mental health can make you pull back from life. You may stay in bed all day. You may stop talking to people. You may avoid your responsibilities. Life can feel like it is standing still. You may feel like you are stuck in one place. This can be scary and lonely. Now, let's look at how mental health affects different parts of our life, especially school and work. For mental health in school or work, good mental health helps you concentrate. You can focus on your tasks and learn new things. You can remember things more clearly. You feel creative and productive. You can also work well with other people, share ideas, and solve problems as a team. You feel confident in what you do. But if your mind is full of stress or sadness, it is hard to focus. You may forget things easily. You may feel nervous about asking for help. You may feel like your brain is foggy. This can create difficulties at school, at work, or in your studies. You may start missing deadlines or avoiding tasks. You may feel like you are not good enough. This can make you feel even more stressed. 5. Mental health in relationships. Our mental health also affects the way we connect with people, our family, our friends, and our coworkers. Good mental health makes it easier to listen, show kindness, and build trust. You can understand other people better. You can be patient and caring. You can make strong and healthy relationships. You feel connected and supported. But when our mental health is poor, relationships can suffer. You may argue more. You may feel distant from people. You may feel alone even when you are surrounded by others. You may feel like no one understands you. You may start avoiding social situations. This can make you feel even more isolated. 6. Mental health and stress. Life is full of challenges. Sometimes we have too much work. Sometimes we lose someone we love. Sometimes we feel pressure to be perfect or successful. Stress is a normal part of life. Everyone feels stress sometimes. When your mental health is strong, you can deal with stress in healthy ways. You can take a deep breath. You can ask for help. You can take small steps forward, one at a time. You can break big problems into smaller parts. You can stay calm and think clearly. Stress does not control you. But without strong mental health, stress can feel like a heavy mountain that you cannot climb. Problems feel bigger than they really are, and it becomes hard to see any solution. You may feel like you are trapped. When your mental health is weak, you may feel stuck or break down under pressure. It becomes harder to move forward. You may feel like you cannot handle anything anymore. Finally, mental health also plays a big role in the decisions we make. When your mind is healthy, you can make better choices. You can think clearly and choose what is best for you. But when your mental health is weak, your decisions may be influenced by fear, sadness, or stress. You may make choices that do not help you. This is why mental health is so important. Mental health affects everything: your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, your work, your relationships, and your decisions. That is why taking care of your mental health is one of the best things you can do for yourself. Every single day, we make many choices. Some choices are small and some are big. We decide what to do, what to eat, what to say, how to respond to people, where to go, and how to act. A healthy mind helps you think clearly before you decide. It helps you understand your own needs and respect your values. You know what is good for you. When your mental health is good, you don't act only from emotion. You pause, you think, and then you act in a way that helps you. You can take a moment to breathe. You can choose the best option. You can make decisions that bring you closer to your goals. But with poor mental health, decision-making becomes more difficult. You may make choices too quickly and regret them later. Or you may avoid making choices at all. Sometimes you may make decisions that hurt you or the people around you. You may feel confused or lost. You may feel like you do not know what to do next. So, as you can see, mental health is part of everything in life. It affects how we think, how we feel, and how we live. That is why we must give it attention, just like we do with our physical health. A healthy body supports a healthy life. And the same is true for a healthy mind. A healthy mind helps us create a life that feels meaningful and happy. Now that we understand why mental health is so important, let's look at some of the most common mental health problems that people face. Remember, you are not alone in this. Many people all over the world go through the same experiences, even if they don't always talk about them. Common mental health problems. These are issues that almost everyone faces at some point in life. It's important to know that these problems are normal. They do not mean that something is wrong with you as a person. They simply mean that your mind, just like your body, needs a little extra care and rest. It doesn't matter if you are young or old, rich or poor, male or female. Anyone, anywhere, at any time can experience these mental health challenges. Mental health problems do not choose a specific type of person. They can happen to anyone. Let's begin with one of the most common ones: stress. Stress. Stress is what we feel when life puts too much pressure on us. Stress happens when something feels too hard to handle. It can be school, work, family problems, money issues, or big life changes. Stress can make your body feel tense. You may feel your heart beating fast. You may feel worried or nervous. You may feel like your mind is racing and you cannot relax. Stress is a normal feeling. Everyone feels stress sometimes. But when stress stays for a long time, it can affect your mental health. It can make you feel tired, sad, or angry. It can make it hard to sleep or concentrate. Stress can also make you feel like you are not good enough. The good news is that stress can be managed. You can learn ways to reduce stress and feel better. You can take breaks, talk to someone you trust, or do something that relaxes you. Stress does not have to control your life. Understanding stress is the first step to managing it. And you're doing a great job by learning about mental health. Stress happens when life becomes too heavy or when we have too many things to do at the same time. You might feel stressed before an exam, before a job interview, when you have too much work, or when you are worried about money or your future. Stress can affect both your body and your mind. When you are stressed, your heart may beat faster, your muscles may feel tight, and your thoughts may move too quickly. You may feel like you cannot relax even when you are at home. For example, imagine you have a big test tomorrow, but you haven't studied enough. You feel nervous. Your hands are cold, and your mind keeps repeating, "What if I fail?" That feeling is stress. Now, here is something important. A little bit of stress is normal. In fact, small amounts of stress can even help you stay alert and motivated. For example, a little stress before an exam may push you to study harder. It can help you focus and prepare. Stress can sometimes be helpful, but too much stress, especially if it lasts for a long time, is harmful. It can hurt your body, your mind, and your overall mental health. When stress becomes too strong, it can make you feel tired, anxious, and overwhelmed. It can affect your sleep, your appetite, and your mood. It can make you feel like you are carrying a heavy weight all the time. Anxiety. The second common mental health problem is anxiety. Anxiety is a strong feeling of worry or fear that does not go away easily. It is more than just feeling nervous before a test or before speaking in public. Anxiety stays in your body and mind even when there is no real danger. People with anxiety often think too much about the future. Their mind imagines the worst possible outcome even if everything is okay. They may worry about things that have not happened yet. Their mind can feel like a storm. For example, imagine you walk into a room full of people. Suddenly, your heart starts to beat very fast. Your hands shake. You feel like everyone is looking at you or judging you, even if they are not. That is anxiety. It is a strong fear that comes without a real reason. Some people have anxiety about talking to others. Some feel anxious about going outside, traveling, or even making small decisions. Anxiety can make you feel tired, stuck, and scared. It can make it hard to enjoy life. You may feel like you are always on alert. Anxiety can make you avoid situations that you used to enjoy. Depression. Another very common mental health problem is depression. Depression is more than just feeling sad for a short time. It is a deep sadness that lasts for weeks or months. It can make you feel empty, tired, and hopeless. Depression can affect your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. When someone is depressed, they may lose interest in things they used to love. They may feel like nothing matters. They may feel guilty or like they are not good enough. They may have trouble sleeping or they may sleep too much. They may feel like they have no energy. Depression is not a sign of weakness. It is a real health problem that needs care and support. Many people experience depression at some point in their lives. It is not something to be ashamed of. Depression is not just feeling sad for a day or two. Everyone feels sad sometimes, but depression is when sadness stays for a long time, like weeks, months, or even longer. It is a deep feeling of emptiness or hopelessness. It can feel like a heavy cloud that never leaves. Depression can change the way you feel, think, and live. When someone is depressed, they may lose interest in the things they used to enjoy. They may stop spending time with friends or family. They may feel tired all the time, even if they rest. Some people with depression also have trouble sleeping or they may sleep too much. Their body feels heavy, and they may not have the energy to do normal tasks. For example, imagine someone who loved playing football or painting. But after depression starts, they no longer want to play or paint. They just stay in bed or sit quietly, not finding joy in the things they once loved. They feel like nothing matters. That is how depression can change daily life. It can take away the colors of life and make everything feel dull. Depression can happen to anyone, and it does not mean you are weak. It means your mind is going through a very hard time and needs care, support, and sometimes professional help. It is not your fault. Depression is a real health problem, just like a serious illness in the body. Depression is more than just feeling sad. Everyone feels sad sometimes. Sometimes that is normal and healthy. But depression is when that sadness does not go away. It stays with you for weeks or even months. When a person is depressed, they may feel empty inside. They may lose interest in things they used to enjoy. Life can start to feel meaningless or without purpose. Depression also makes the body feel heavy and tired. A person may eat too much or too little. They may sleep too much or not be able to sleep at all. Their body feels tired, even when they have rested. They may feel slow, like they are moving through thick mud. Depression can affect every part of daily life. For example, imagine someone who loves music. Every day they listen to songs and it makes them happy. But when depression comes, they stop listening. Music no longer feels the same. Or think of a student who always did well in school. When depression starts, they may stop doing homework, stop studying, and their grades begin to fall. They may lose motivation. They may feel like they cannot do anything right. Depression can also make you feel alone even when you are with people. Some people don't even realize they have depression. They may think they are just tired or stressed. They may not know that what they feel is depression. That is why it is important to talk to someone you trust and ask for help. Depression is not something to be ashamed of. It is a health problem that needs care. With support, treatment, and time, people can recover and feel better again. It is possible to feel happy again. Some people do not even realize they have depression. They only know that they do not feel like themselves anymore. They feel different, empty, or lost. They may feel like they are not the person they used to be. The good news is this: depression is treatable. Many people recover with the right support, care, and help. You do not have to stay in depression forever. With time and the right help, you can feel better again. Now, let's talk about another common mental health problem: loneliness. Loneliness does not always mean being physically alone. It is more about what you feel inside. You might be surrounded by people, friends, family, coworkers, but still feel like nobody understands you. Or maybe you do not have anyone to share your thoughts and feelings with. You may feel like your life is empty even when you are not alone. This can happen for many reasons. For example, if you move to a new city or country, you may feel lonely because you do not know anyone yet. If you lose someone close to you, you may feel lonely because there is an empty space in your life. If you spend too much time online but not enough time talking face-to-face, you may also feel lonely. You may have many followers or friends online, but still feel empty inside. This is because real connection is different from online connection. Loneliness can make you feel invisible, like no one really sees you or cares about you. You may feel like you are on the outside of life. Over time, loneliness can affect your confidence, your happiness, and even your physical health. It can make you feel sad, anxious, or tired. It can make you avoid people and stay alone more often. But here is the hopeful part. Loneliness can change with time, support, and small steps. You can reach out to someone you trust. You can join a group or a club. You can try a new activity or hobby. You can start a small conversation with a neighbor or a classmate. These small actions can help you feel connected again. You can build new friendships slowly. You can feel like you belong. Remember, it is important to understand that all of these problems are common. Stress, anxiety, depression, loneliness. These are things that many people in the world have felt. It does not matter how strong, how smart, or how successful someone is. Mental health problems are simply part of being human. They can happen to anyone. Having these problems does not mean you are weak. It means you are going through a hard time. And if you are going through a hard time, you deserve support, care, and understanding. You deserve to feel better. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be helped. The most important thing to remember is this: you are not alone. If you feel like something is wrong inside, please know that many people feel the same way. It is okay to talk about it. It is okay to ask for help. If you feel stressed, anxious, depressed, or lonely, you can reach out to someone you trust. You can talk to a friend, a family member, a teacher, or a counselor. You can also seek professional help if you need it. There is no shame in asking for help. It is a brave step toward healing. Your mental health matters. Your feelings matter. And your life matters. Please know that many others have felt the same, and many have also found ways to feel better again. You are not alone. There is hope and there is help. Now let's continue and learn more. Signs of mental health issues. Now that we know about some of the most common mental health problems, let's talk about something very important: how to notice the signs. These signs are like little messages from your mind and body. They're signals that tell you something may not be okay inside, even if on the outside everything looks fine. The first sign is feeling tired all the time. Of course, everyone feels tired sometimes, especially after a long day at work or school. That is normal. But when you feel tired every day, even after a full night's sleep, it could be a sign that your mind is not well. Imagine waking up in the morning and already feeling exhausted. You do not want to get out of bed. You do not have energy for breakfast, school, or work. This kind of tiredness is different from normal tiredness. It is a sign that your mental health may need attention. You may sometimes feel heavy, weak, or slow every single day. This kind of tiredness is not just about the body. It can also be your mind's way of saying, "I need help." Imagine waking up in the morning and feeling like you have no energy to start your day, even though you slept the whole night. That is often a sign your mental health needs attention. Another common sign is losing interest in the things you used to enjoy. For example, maybe you love music, football, or spending time with your friends. Normally, when your mind is healthy, these things make you feel happy and alive. You look forward to them. But when your mental health is not okay, those same activities may not feel enjoyable anymore. You may stop listening to music. You may not want to play football. You may cancel plans with friends. Not because you are busy, but because you just do not care anymore. That loss of interest is a clear signal that something inside is not right. It is not that you are lazy or weak. It is your mind telling you that you need care. A third sign is feeling sad, empty, or hopeless for a long time. Feeling sad for a day or two is normal. But when sadness lasts for weeks or months, it can be a sign of depression. You may feel like nothing will get better. You may feel like you have no purpose. This feeling can be very heavy. A fourth sign is feeling worried or nervous most of the time. If your mind is always thinking about problems and you cannot relax, this can be a sign of anxiety. You may feel like something bad will happen, even when there is no real danger. Your body may feel tense. Your heart may beat fast. You may feel restless or scared. A fifth sign is feeling angry or irritable more than usual. You may feel annoyed by small things. You may feel like you want to shout or break something. Anger can be a sign that you are under stress or that your mental health is not well. A sixth sign is having trouble sleeping. You may not be able to fall asleep, or you may wake up many times during the night. Or you may sleep too much and still feel tired. Sleep problems can be a strong sign that your mental health needs attention. A seventh sign is feeling alone, even when you are with people. You may feel disconnected from others. You may feel like you cannot share your feelings. You may feel like nobody understands you. This can be a sign of loneliness or depression. If you notice any of these signs in yourself or someone you care about, it is important to pay attention. You do not have to handle it alone. You can talk to someone you trust. You can ask for help. These signs are not a weakness. They are a message that your mind needs care and support. Mental health is important, and taking care of it is a strong and brave thing to do. You deserve to feel better. Inside, your mind needs care. A third important sign is when your sleep changes a lot. Sleep and mental health are very closely connected. When you are mentally well, you usually sleep 7 to 9 hours, fall asleep without much trouble, and wake up feeling rested. You feel refreshed and ready for the day. But when something is wrong, your sleep patterns can change. Maybe you lie awake at night, with your mind running with endless thoughts. Maybe you wake up in the middle of the night and cannot fall back asleep. Or maybe you sleep for many hours, but still feel tired the next day. Some people even sleep most of the day just to avoid facing their worries. If your sleep is often too little or too much, it could be your mind showing you it needs support. Another big sign is not wanting to be around people. Human connection is very important for our mental well-being. When you feel okay, you naturally like to talk, laugh, share stories, or simply sit with others. You feel connected and comfortable around people. But when your mental health is struggling, you may start avoiding people. You stop answering messages. You do not want to go out, or you feel like no one understands you. Sometimes you may even think you are a burden to others, so you stay alone. You may feel like you do not belong. Of course, everyone needs alone time once in a while, and that is normal. But if being alone becomes a constant pattern, it can actually make your mental health worse. If you notice someone who is always quiet, always by themselves, and not acting like they usually do, it may be a sign they are silently struggling. They may need support, even if they do not say it. Other smaller but important signs include changes in eating habits. Some people eat too much when they feel stressed or sad, while others lose their appetite and eat very little. You may also notice someone crying often, getting angry quickly for no clear reason, or finding it hard to focus on school, work, or daily tasks. Each of these changes might look small on its own, but together they can show that someone is going through a hard time. When you see several signs at once, it may be a message that your mental health needs attention. It is not a sign of weakness. It is a signal that you need support, care, and time to heal. Remember, mental health issues are not always obvious. People can look fine on the outside, but inside they may be struggling. That is why it is important to be kind, patient, and understanding with yourself and others. If you notice these signs in yourself, it is okay to ask for help. If you notice them in someone else, you can gently reach out and offer support. You do not have to carry your struggles alone. Talking to someone you trust can make a big difference. You can share your feelings, ask for advice, or simply let someone know you are having a hard time. It is okay to ask for help. It is a brave and strong step. Your mental health matters. Your feelings matter. and you deserve to feel better. When someone is struggling inside, it can be hard to see it from the outside. It is also important to remember that not everyone shows their struggles in the same way. Some people smile, laugh, and act happy around others even when they are deeply hurting inside. They may look okay, but inside they feel heavy. This is why kindness is so important. We never really know what someone else may be facing. If you notice these signs in yourself, it does not mean you are weak or broken. It simply means your mind is asking for care, just like your body does when it gets sick. Your mind is trying to tell you something. It is okay to listen to it. It is okay to take care of yourself. And if you see these signs in someone else, like a friend, classmate, or family member, you do not have to fix everything for them. Sometimes the best thing you can do is simply be there, listen, and ask a gentle question like, "Are you okay?" That small act can make a huge difference. It can show them that they are not alone and that someone cares. Remember, noticing the signs early is the first step toward healing. Just like a small cough can warn you of a cold, these signs are your mind's way of saying, "Please pay attention to me." And the good news is once we recognize these signals, we can take steps to feel better before things become too heavy. In the next part, we will explore how to take care of your mental health in daily life. We will look at simple, easy habits that can help you feel stronger, calmer, and more peaceful inside. You do not need big changes. Small steps can create a big difference. How to take care of mental health. Now that we have learned how to recognize signs of mental health problems, let's talk about something very important: how to take care of your mental health. Just like you brush your teeth to protect them or eat food to give your body energy, there are small things you can do every day to keep your mind healthy and strong. One of the most powerful things you can do is very simple: talk to someone. When you feel sad, worried, angry, or confused, don't keep everything inside. Talking to someone you trust can help more than you think. It can help you feel lighter and less alone. It can help you understand your feelings better. It can help you see a new way to handle your problems. Talking can be with a friend, family member, teacher, or counselor. You can share what you feel, even if it is hard. You do not need to explain everything perfectly. You can simply say, "I'm not okay," or "I feel stressed." That is enough. Talking is a strong step toward healing. Another simple way to care for your mind is to rest. Your mind needs rest, just like your body. You can rest by taking breaks, doing something relaxing, or sleeping well. Rest helps you feel calm and clear. You can also take care of your mental health by doing activities you enjoy. This can be listening to music, drawing, walking, cooking, or playing a sport. Doing things you love helps your mind feel happy and balanced. Another important habit is exercise. Moving your body helps your mind too. Exercise releases good chemicals in your brain that make you feel better. You don't need to do hard workouts. A short walk or light exercise can help a lot. Finally, try to take care of your thoughts. When you feel negative or stressed, you can pause and breathe. You can remind yourself that feelings are temporary. You can tell yourself, "I can get through this." You can focus on small steps. You can take one step at a time. These small habits can build a strong mind over time. You do not need to change your life overnight. Just start with one small step today. Your mental health matters. You deserve care, love, and peace. A friend, a family member, a teacher, or anyone who listens with care can help you. You do not need the perfect words. You can simply say, "I don't feel okay," or "I just need someone to listen." Speaking out loud helps release the pressure inside your heart. Sometimes just knowing that someone understands you can make you feel lighter and more hopeful. Another important step is to get enough sleep. Sleep is not only rest for your body, it is healing time for your mind. When you sleep well, your brain thinks more clearly and your emotions are easier to manage. Try to sleep and wake up at the same time every day. If you use your phone at night, switch it off 30 minutes before bed. Your mind needs quiet time to relax. Most people need 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. When you rest well, you feel calmer and more balanced the next day. Eating healthy food also supports your mental health. Food is fuel not only for your body, but also for your brain. Try to eat more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, and drink plenty of water. Avoid too much sugar or junk food, especially when you are stressed. Eating well keeps your energy steady and helps your mood. For example, having breakfast every day can give you focus and reduce stress in the morning. A good breakfast can help you feel strong and ready for your day. Another great way to care for your mind is to move your body. You do not need to run a marathon or go to the gym every day. A short walk, dancing in your room, stretching, or doing simple exercises can make a big difference. Physical activity helps your body produce happy chemicals that boost your mood. If you are feeling tired or sad, try going outside for just 10 minutes. Fresh air, nature, and movement can refresh both your body and your mind. It can help you feel more awake and more positive. It is also important to take breaks when you feel tired. Life can be busy with school, work, family, and social media, but your mind needs rest too. Do not wait until you are completely exhausted. Take small pauses during the day. You can stop for a few minutes, breathe deeply, drink water, or simply close your eyes. These short breaks can help you feel calmer and more focused. Another helpful habit is to practice kindness, both to yourself and others. When you are going through a hard time, you may feel angry or critical of yourself. But it is important to speak kindly to yourself. You can say, "I am doing my best," or "It is okay to feel this way." You can also do small acts of kindness for others. Helping someone else can make you feel better and more connected. Also, try to reduce the time you spend on social media if it makes you feel stressed or lonely. Social media can sometimes make us feel like we are not good enough. It can create pressure to compare ourselves with others. If you notice that social media makes you feel worse, take a break. Spend time with real people or do activities you enjoy instead. Finally, do not be afraid to ask for professional help if you need it. Talking to a counselor, therapist, or doctor can be very helpful. They can give you tools and support to feel better. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It is a brave and strong step toward healing. Remember, mental health is important. You deserve care, love, and peace. Small daily habits can make a big difference. You do not need to change everything at once. Just start with one small step today, and you will be moving toward a stronger and healthier mind. Taking care of your mental health does not require big changes. Small actions every day can make a huge difference. One simple thing is to take short breaks during the day. Close your eyes for a few minutes, breathe deeply, stretch your arms, or drink a glass of water. A short break can help you return stronger. This is not laziness. It is kindness to yourself. Your mind needs rest, just like your body does. Another simple but powerful habit is to practice mindfulness or relaxation. Mindfulness means paying attention to the present moment without judging yourself. You can try breathing slowly, listening to calming music, or sitting quietly while noticing your thoughts. You do not have to stop your thoughts. Just watch them come and go, like clouds in the sky. This helps your mind feel calm and clear. Mindfulness can help you feel more peaceful, especially when life feels stressful. You don't need to make big changes to take care of your mind. Small steps done every day can make a very big difference. For example, you can say to yourself, "I am safe. I am calm. I am doing my best." Even just 5 minutes of quiet time can make your mind feel more peaceful and clear. Another helpful thing is to write your thoughts in a notebook. Sometimes our feelings get stuck inside. When you write them down, you give your emotions a place to go. Writing can help you understand yourself better and let go of stress. It does not need to be perfect. You can write one word, a few sentences, or even draw. What matters is expressing yourself. Writing is a way to talk to yourself in a safe way. It is also important to do things that bring you joy. This can be something very simple like reading a book, listening to your favorite music, drawing, playing with a pet, or watching something funny. These small moments of joy are like little gifts for your mind. They give you energy, hope, and a reminder that life can be light and beautiful even in hard times. When you make time for joy, you are telling yourself, I matter. My happiness matters. Another step is to spend time with people who make you feel safe and happy. You do not need to be surrounded by many people. Even one or two people who care about you can make a big difference. Positive and supportive relationships help your mind feel calm and loved. When you feel connected to others, you feel stronger inside. If you feel tired or stressed, you can also try talking to someone you trust. It can be a friend, family member, or teacher. You can say, I'm having a hard time. You don't need to explain everything. Just sharing your feelings can make you feel lighter. Talking is a powerful way to heal. Remember, mental health is a daily practice. It is not something you do only when you feel bad. Taking care of your mind is like watering a plant. You do it regularly, and your mind grows stronger. Small habits can create big change over time. So start with one small step today.
Take a short break. Breathe.
Write your thoughts. Do something you love. Talk to someone you trust. These small actions will help your mind feel stronger, calmer, and more peaceful. People who care about you can lift your mood, listen when you need to talk, and remind you that you are not alone. If you feel lonely sometimes, you can try joining a class, a club, or simply saying hello to someone new. Small steps like this can grow into strong and meaningful friendships. You do not need many friends to feel better. Even one or two good friends can make a big difference. It is okay to start small. Remember, taking care of your mental health does not mean you must make big or perfect changes right away. It means choosing small, simple actions every day that help your mind feel safe, calm, and strong. Some days will feel easy, and some days will feel hard. That is completely normal. The most important thing is to be gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself the way you would talk to a friend, with kindness and patience. You do not need to be perfect. You only need to keep trying. Every small step you take matters. Drinking water, going for a short walk, asking for help, taking a nap, smiling, or even taking a few deep breaths. These are not small things. These are signs of strength. They show that you care about yourself and your mind. When you do these things, you are showing love and care to your own mental health. So, take a moment and ask yourself, what is one small thing I can do today to care for my mind? Maybe you'll take a short walk. Maybe you'll call a friend. Maybe you will write your thoughts in a notebook. Or maybe you'll sit quietly for 5 minutes. Whatever you choose, it is a good step. Every step counts. Now, let's talk about something very important: when and how to ask for help. We have already learned how to take care of our mental health by ourselves, but sometimes we still need support from others. And that is completely okay. Many people believe that asking for help means they are weak. But the truth is the opposite. Asking for help is a sign of strength. It shows that you understand yourself and that you care enough about your mind to want to feel better. Strong people are not the ones who do everything alone. Strong people are the ones who can say, this is too heavy for me right now. It is brave to admit that you need support. It means you are aware of your feelings and you want to heal. Asking for help can be a friend, a family member, a teacher, or a professional like a counselor or doctor. You do not need to explain everything at once. You can start with a simple sentence like, I'm not feeling okay. Can you help me? If you are not sure how to ask, here are some easy steps. First, choose someone you trust. Second, find a quiet moment to talk. Third, be honest and clear. You can say what you are feeling and what you need. You might say, I feel sad and tired. I think I need someone to listen. You do not have to be strong alone. You deserve support. Remember, asking for help does not make you weak. It makes you human. It shows that you are taking care of your mental health. And that is something to be proud of. When life feels heavy, you might think, I need someone beside me. And you are not wrong. We all go through difficult times. Sometimes we feel sad for too long. Sometimes we feel worried, afraid, or angry, and we don't know how to stop. Sometimes nothing feels right, and we don't even know why. When this happens, one of the best things you can do is talk to someone. Talking helps you release your feelings. It helps you understand your thoughts better. Sometimes just saying the words out loud can make your heart feel lighter. So, who can you talk to when you need help? You can start with someone you trust. This could be a family member, like your parents, a brother or sister, a cousin, or even an aunt or uncle. They may not always have the answers, but they can give you love and support. Just sitting beside someone who cares about you can make you feel safer and less alone. You don't have to explain everything. Sometimes the simple presence of someone who cares is enough. You can also talk to a friend. A good friend is someone who listens without judging you. A friend is someone who stays with you even when you are not feeling okay. And remember, you don't have to say everything at once. You can start small with just a few words like, "I don't feel okay," or "Can I talk to you?" That little step of reaching out is already an act of courage. It shows you are trying to take care of yourself. You don't need perfect words. You can begin with something simple like, "I've been feeling really tired lately," or "I just need someone to talk to." That is enough. A real friend, someone who truly cares, will listen to you and try to support you. They may not have all the answers, but they will be there with you. You don't need to carry your feelings alone. If you are a student, your teachers can also be people you talk to. Teachers are not only there to teach subjects like math or English. Many teachers also care about how their students feel. If you are having a hard time, your teacher might not have all the answers, but they can support you or guide you to someone who can help. You don't have to share every detail. You can simply say, "I'm not feeling okay lately," or "I need some help." Teachers often know how to help you find the right support. Sometimes it may be difficult to talk to someone face to face. If that is the case, you can write a message or send a text. You can say, "I'm not feeling well. Can we talk?" This is still a brave step. You do not need to be strong alone. Asking for help is a sign of strength. It means you care about yourself and your future. If you feel scared or unsure, remember this. You deserve help. You deserve support. You are not a burden. Everyone needs help sometimes. When you reach out, you are not weak. You are brave. And you are taking an important step toward feeling better. So if your mind feels heavy, please talk to someone you trust. It might be the first step to healing and feeling lighter again. That small step of saying, "I'm not feeling okay," can open the door to help. Another very good option is talking to a doctor or a counselor. These people are trained to understand mental health. They know how the mind works and how to help when someone is struggling. You do not need to wait until things feel too big or too serious before asking for help. You can talk to a counselor even if your problems feel small. Sometimes sharing your feelings early is the best way to stop them from growing bigger. In many places, there are free hotlines, mental health centers, or support groups. A hotline is a phone number you can call or text when you need help. A support group is a place where people who are going through similar problems come together to share their experiences and encourage each other. Talking to people who understand your feelings can give you hope and strength. You realize you're not alone. You learn that others have felt the same way and have found ways to feel better again. It is very important to remember this. You are not a problem. You are a person who has a problem, and problems can be solved. You are not broken. You are human, and humans need each other. Needing help is not something to be ashamed of. You do not have to hide your feelings behind a fake smile. You do not have to pretend to be okay when you are not. Real courage is telling the truth about how you feel and letting someone support you. That is how healing begins. So the next time you feel lost, tired, or low, don't stay silent. Don't wait for things to get worse. Take a step, call a friend, speak to a teacher, visit a doctor, or share your feelings with someone you trust. There are people who care and people who want to help you feel better. You do not have to face your problems alone. Now, let's talk about something very important: myths about mental health. A myth is a belief that many people think is true, but it is actually false. These false beliefs can be very harmful. They can make people feel ashamed or afraid to ask for help. They can also make people believe that mental health problems are not real or that only certain people can have them. But these ideas are not true. Mental health problems can happen to anyone, at any age, in any country. They do not depend on how strong or smart you are. Some people believe that mental health problems are a sign of weakness. This is not true. Mental health problems are not a choice. They are often caused by stress, loss, difficult life situations, or chemical changes in the brain. Another common myth is that people with mental health problems are dangerous or violent. This is also not true. Most people with mental health problems are not dangerous. They're just hurting and need support. Another myth is that you should be able to just get over it or think positively and everything will be fine. But mental health is not that simple. You cannot always control your feelings with willpower alone. Sometimes you need support, rest, and professional help. Mental health is real, and it matters. It deserves care, understanding, and respect. When we stop believing these myths, we can create a world where people feel safe to talk about their feelings. We can help each other without judgment, and we can make mental health a normal part of life, just like physical health. Remember, taking care of your mind is a brave and important step. It is okay to ask for help. You are not alone. Many myths about mental health make people feel ashamed, scared, or too embarrassed to ask for help. That is why it is so important to learn the truth and stop believing these myths. Let's talk about some common myths and the real facts. Myth 1. Only weak people have mental health problems. This is not true at all. Mental health problems can happen to anyone. Strong people, smart people, rich people, poor people, men, women, young people, and old people. Everyone can feel stress, sadness, fear, or pain. Having a mental health problem does not mean you are weak. It simply means you are human. Even the strongest people in the world, like athletes, doctors, teachers, and leaders, can struggle with their mental health. In fact, it takes real strength to say, "I'm not okay, and I need help." That is not weakness. That is courage. Myth 2. Mental health problems never go away. This is also false. Many people believe that if you have a mental health problem, you will always have it. But the truth is, mental health problems can improve. With the right support, care, and sometimes professional treatment, people can feel much better. Healing is possible. Some people feel better by talking to a friend or a counselor. Some need a doctor's support or medicine. Some improve through rest, sleep, exercise, or small daily changes. Just like a broken bone can heal, the mind can also heal. It may take time, patience, and support. But many people who once felt lost or hopeless have later felt strong, happy, and full of life again. Myth 3. You should just be happy and stop thinking too much. This myth may sound simple, but it is not helpful. People with mental health struggles cannot simply choose to stop worrying or stop feeling sad. Mental health is not only about thinking. It is about the brain, the body, and emotions. Telling someone to just be happy can make them feel even more alone. It can make them feel like their feelings are not real. The truth is, mental health problems are not a choice. You cannot simply switch your feelings off. When someone is anxious or depressed, their mind is working differently. They need support, not judgment. Myth 4. People with mental health problems are dangerous. This is also false. Most people with mental health problems are not violent or dangerous. They are usually gentle and kind. They are often scared, confused, or hurting inside. Mental health problems do not make someone a bad person. They make someone human. The more we understand mental health, the more we can support each other without fear. Myth 5. Talking about mental health makes it worse. This is not true either. Talking about mental health can actually help. When we speak openly, we reduce shame and fear. We create a safe space for others to share their feelings too. When we talk, we can find solutions, support, and comfort. Silence can make problems grow bigger, but sharing your feelings can make them lighter. So the truth is this: mental health is real, and it is important. Mental health problems are not a sign of weakness, and they do not last forever. You can heal and feel better. Asking for help is a brave step. You are not alone, and you do not need to suffer in silence. When we understand the truth, we can support each other and create a world where everyone feels safe to talk about their feelings. Feeling sad is not something you can fix by deciding to be happy.
It is deeper than that.
When someone feels sad or anxious, they are not just choosing to feel that way. Their mind needs care, attention, and support. If we tell someone to just smile or don't be sad, it may make them feel worse. They may think their pain is not understood. Instead of giving quick advice, we can show kindness. We can say, "I'm here for you. Do you want to talk?" Support, patience, and listening help much more than simple words. Myth 4. If someone looks fine, they must be fine. This is not true. Many people hide their pain. On the outside, they may smile, laugh, or act strong, but inside they may feel very sad, stressed, or lonely. Some people do this because they do not want to worry others. Some feel ashamed of their feelings. That is why it is important not to judge people just by how they look. If someone seems quiet, tired, or acts differently, it may be a sign that they need support. Sometimes the people who seem the strongest are actually the ones who need help the most. Myth 5. Talking about mental health makes it worse. This is not true at all. In fact, talking about mental health is one of the best ways to feel better. When we talk, we share our feelings. We learn new ideas and realize we are not alone. Silence keeps people stuck. But when we speak, we begin to heal. Talking does not make mental health problems worse. It makes them lighter and easier to carry. It helps us feel understood and supported. So, why do these myths exist? Mostly because many people do not know enough about mental health. They feel afraid, confused, or shy to talk about it. But when we learn the truth, we can help ourselves and others feel safe, supported, and understood. When we know the facts, we can stop judging people and start offering care. And here is something powerful. You can be part of the change. You can learn, share, and support others. You can speak kindly, listen openly, and remind people that mental health is just as important as physical health. You can help create a world where everyone feels safe to talk about their feelings. Even small actions matter. A simple "Are you okay?" or "I'm here if you need me" can make a big difference. Now, let's finish with some final thoughts and encouragement. You have learned many important things today. You have learned that mental health is real, and it affects every part of our lives. You have learned that mental health problems are common and treatable. You have learned how to recognize signs and how to take care of your mind. You have learned that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. You have learned that myths about mental health are not true, and you can help change them. Remember, mental health is a journey. It does not stay the same every day. Some days will be good, and some days will be hard. That is normal. What matters is that you keep taking small steps forward. Be kind to yourself.
Give yourself time.
You deserve care, support, and love. If you are feeling low today, please remember you are not alone. You are not broken. You are human. You deserve help and understanding. Take one small step today. Talk to someone, take a short walk, or rest. Every small step matters. You are stronger than you think. Before we say goodbye, let's take a moment to remember what we learned today. We began by understanding the basic meaning of mental health. Mental health is about how we think, how we feel, and how we act. It affects every part of our life. It affects our relationships, our work, our mood, and our energy. Just like we take care of our body, we must also take care of our mind. When our mental health is good, we feel calm during stressful times. We enjoy the good moments in life, and we build strong connections with others. Good mental health helps us think clearly, act kindly, and feel balanced inside.